Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Leila, hello, and I'm the founder of whatleilaloves.com. It is a style and fashion and lifestyle and some beauty website. We do a lot of styling on there, and I really am passionate about helping the everyday woman utilize their wardrobe, make the best of their wardrobe, make the best of things that you already own. If you've been here before, hello. So good to have you back. If you are new, join the family, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and go follow my website. Subscribe to the newsletter, and you will get lots and lots and lots of styling content on there. I'm going to put the first link down below. So you're subscribing to two things, my YouTube channel and my website, and trust me, you will not regret it. As you can see, we are talking all things winter styling. I'm going to talk you guys through how to look chic and expensive, put together, and just how to elevate your winter look. And it's ridiculously easy tips, tricks, and ways to look expensive and to look well put together in the winter. Let's get into the video. First things first, let us get the obvious one out of the way. Number one is grooming. There's nothing you could wear that could make you look elevated, put together, chic, expensive, when you're not well groomed. Take a shower, brush your teeth, put on some makeup, come up with a really good everyday makeup routine. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. I personally am not into complicated makeup looks because I'm not a makeup artist. And even if you're not wearing makeup, at least groom your eyebrows and mascara, you know? A little bit of mascara goes a long way. Clean up and groom. Yeah? All right, number two. Okay, so the second way that I put looks together in the winter, and honestly, it's really easy, is to find a base and go from there. For me, a base is a turtleneck and leather leggings. This is my uniform in the winter. All that changes is my outerwear and my footwear and my accessories. Find your base, what works for you for every day. These tips that I'm talking about are not for special occasions. They're not for dinner outs. They're not for, you could wear like dresses and leggings and all that stuff, but whatever your everyday is that you just need to look put together, whether you're meeting some friends, whether you're going to lunch, whether you're going to the just everyday life, even to work, if you're allowed to wear casual stuff, this would work. I would change maybe the leather leggings into actual leather pants that are a little bit more tailored, and that would be more appropriate for work. But find your uniform, whether your uniform would be a dress or a sweater dress, whatever it may be. Come up with a base that you don't have to think about, a base that you don't even have to blink to think about, oh my God, what am I gonna wear? You already know what your base is, and then I'm gonna show you how to take that base up several notches. A turtleneck doesn't have to be black. And so even if your base is a turtleneck or maybe a sweater, or I'm gonna show you some examples. I have these are striped turtlenecks that I love. So let's say that turtlenecks are your uniform. Get a turtleneck in different shades, different styles. I love the ones that have like the Balmain inspired buttons on the shoulders. There's some that like have sheer sleeves. There's some that like have bows. There's like puffy sleeves turtlenecks. There's all kinds of turtlenecks out there. The other basic would be maybe something like a V-neck sweater. This one is like really nice like a merino wool. It's very warm. So something like this could be your base too, with either pants or leggings or jeans or a skirt, whatever it is that you prefer and you enjoy and is your style. Take it an extra step further and add some versatility to that uniform. This is still a turtleneck, and if you're a sweater person, this is still a V-neck sweater. But you could get them in different tones and different styles. You're essentially almost really honestly always wearing the same things, but it doesn't look like that because you've got different styles and different colors. And that, I find, especially for everyday dressing, is the number one tip I can give you. On to the third tip on how to look elegant and chic and put together and bougie and expensive and just like a well-rounded person who cares about themselves and respects themselves and cares to present themselves in an elegant way. This one is a no-brainer, but I feel like I need to say this. In the winter, you are your outerwear. Okay, so you have your base layer that's underneath, that's cute, that you're comfortable with, that fits you well, that looks good, the colors work for you, whatever your base is. Your coat matters. You are your coat collection in the winter. Your coat and boot collection in the winter actually is who you are. So literally your base could be like $2, you know, it almost doesn't matter. But your coat and your boots, you don't have to spend a lot, but you do need to be selective and consider your style, consider your body shape, consider trends, but also be careful with that. And I'm going to show you a really good example of what, as far as is very trending, I just cannot partake. But it looks beautiful on other people and I love to see it. So this for me is my perfect coat. It's a structured coat. Here's the thing, everybody is wearing these really big teddy coats that just swallow you up and they look cool, and you put them and you like shimmy them down on the shoulder and they look really nice and very fashionable, very trendy. But look here, friends, I'm 5'2" and curvy. Do you see these curves? So if I go and throw on a teddy coat that is like, first of all, the whole oversized trend thing, if it works for you, God bless you, because it's beautiful. For me, I am petite in height and I'm plump, I'm round, I've got, you know, I've got things, I've got some juiciness going on, okay? And I love it. I would not have it any other way. Love it. But some of those trends would not work for me. A way to look elegant and put together and just look effortless and chic in the winter is to get a structured coat. Now this coat, and you're gonna see in the cutaway when I put it on, it's nice and structured and it's like A-line. So it kind of gives an illusion of coming in for me at the waist, and then it tapers and just like skims my hips and my butt, and it looks really, really good no matter what I'm wearing underneath. The other thing is I love the color. This coat is structured on the shoulders. It's the way it's cut. It's not floppy and it's not flimsy. This one ties at the waist. Get a nice structured coat. It really, really matters. It matters in looking elegant. No matter what the trends, a structured coat is essential. You need it. I particularly love a longer one because there's just something like a long line. It kind of skims your body, it slims you, it elongates you, and you automatically look elegant. These are not just like elegant and classy and they look really beautiful, they're also very functional if you get a good one, and they come in all kinds of price points. This one, for instance, is one that I actually believe I thrifted this, and it's 80% wool. I cannot wear this coat until it's below 20 degrees, otherwise I'm gonna sweat. So they're very, very practical if you can find a good one, and thrifting is always a good place to start for coats like these. Especially the classic styles. This is just like the red one, it's only that this one's not belted and it's got just 2 buttons. And the thing about classic styles is you could always trend them up with accessories. You don't have to be trendy head to toe. A matter of fact, I would advise against it if you're trying to look elegant, trying to look classy and chic. I would avoid trendy head to toe, but you can wear classics and then add trendy accessories to them. One of my favorite ways for me to do that with coats like this is my footwear. Here's another one, and this is strictly, I got this one from Old Navy a few years ago and I couldn't believe I found this at Old Navy. The color and the cut of this, and it has a little bit of like a herringbone pattern, an inlay in the fabric. It just is a beautiful coat. I love the color too. Anyway, this for me would be one of like my trendy, a little bit trendy, but still is slightly tailored. And this is a blazer coat. It's a straight up and down blazer coat. It is slightly oversized. Not too much because again, I'm 5'2" and curvy. I'm gonna link some examples for you guys down below. If I can find some of my stuff, I will link it. If I can't, I will always link similar items. Fourth tip goes along with, I think you would have already seen as far as your outerwear, is color. Now, I know that all black will always be chic, either black or like a neutral like cream or like the camel or tan. All of those are beautiful, and they will like it's a no-brainer. If you wear like a winter white, like a little bit of that creamy winter white head to toe, or like a mix of white and like the winter white from head to toe, you're gonna look elegant. It just is a no-brainer. That look, I find that is not for me, and I think it's because of my complexion. I have a hard time pulling off that color because I feel like I just blend in with those tones, and so I've tried it. It doesn't work for me, but the people it does work for, it's beautiful. Now for me personally, if you're like me and you don't love that whole monochromatic, especially the white and cream up and down together, I would suggest that you try color. For me, red is a must. It just is beautiful, and red is a very elegant color. It's a bold color. It's passionate, it's fiery, it ignites, you know, but honestly, red is a classic. It's so elegant and so chic, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Try a color. It can look really, really chic and really elegant. And another color that looks really good, I find, in the winter, that light, almost like a grayish blue, not really a periwinkle blue, but there's a really beautiful powder blue, a really beautiful shade of like a powder blue that's very muted. I find that is beautiful and incredibly elegant. The thing about color is whatever your choice of color may be, it shows your personality and individuality. And the minute you do that, you already look classy and expensive because it shows confidence. And there is nothing classier and more sophisticated than confidence. I know black head to toe is super chic. As you can see, it looks really good, I will admit it. But for me, it looks like everybody else. You look like literally everybody else on the street. And sometimes, yeah, it's fine, but sometimes, you know, I want to show a little bit more personality, and I want to be a little bit more of myself. So try a color. It could very easily, very equally look put together and elegant. It's beautiful. Try a color, try it with your base, whatever your base may be, and you will look elegant and put together, and you will look chic, and you will look like you care about yourself and your life. Yeah? Alright, moving on. Sorry if the lighting is going in and out, you guys. It is a beautiful day and I just couldn't resist filming in natural light. You've got your coat, and now we're gonna talk footwear. The only thing people genuinely see is your face, your coat, and your footwear. And if they're looking any harder than that, they need to mind their business, okay? Footwear really matters, and this, I feel, just is so specific to, number one, where you live. There are people who can get away with wearing like their stilettos and their heels and their sandals in the winter, depending on where they live. However, I live in the Midwest, and that just does not work. You might not have toes after that. It gets really, really cold. On a milder day, yeah, absolutely. I have these that I've owned for a long time that are like universal sandals any time of the year. I've got an insole in them, and so a pair of really chic chic sandals goes really well, and I'm starting there because that would be like on a milder winter's day, or if you just live somewhere where it doesn't get as cold and you don't layer as much. A pair of sandals like these, or a pair of like leather palms or stilettos. A slick shoe goes a really long way, weather permitting. Now there are other options that I feel like are just as slick and can make you look really, really elevated. Obviously, winter equals boots, and for me, I find that a slick pair of boots goes a very, very, very long way. They don't have to be high heels, but I do find that they need to be slick, because a lot of times you've got a little bit more bulk going on, so you kind of want like a silk shoe to give that like expensive, elegant, chic vibe to your outfit. If it's not a pair of stilettos or a pair of heels or really like cool, nice sandals, it's going to be a pair of boots, an ankle boot, a black ankle boot. It plays a huge role in elevating your look. Now you could do a stiletto, you could do a little bit of a chunky heel. I'm not a big fan of the two-tone as far as when I'm trying to look slick. Now when I'm trying to look casual, that works, but an all black ankle boot, whatever style you choose, I find that like an almond toe or like a pointy toe work really, really well. And for me, my favorites happen to be a sleek pair of wedges. Mine are wedges, and I'm going to show you why they're my go-to. So these I've owned for some time, and as you can see, they're an ankle boot, but they are a wedge. But because they're all one color, they're all like the black, it actually works. I find that this allows me to have that chic, sophisticated, almost sometimes sexy, slick look that's very elegant and like very expensive looking during the day without having to wear like a heel. I don't really wear heels during the day because I'm usually going somewhere and doing things. I like to wear heels if I'm just like maybe going to dinner and stuff like that, but they're not my everyday shoe. A higher heel, I mean. But see, a shoe like this lets me get away with that, and so you could get a pair of sleek ankle boots. They could be stilettos if that's comfortable for you, but it could be a little bit of a thicker heel, but as long as they're black all the way through, they will get the job done. Now you could take this in several different directions. You could do an over the knee sleek black boot, you could do a calf length, just as long as they're a nice pair of black sleek boots. And if you're into creams and whites in the winter, then it would be like a nice cream pair. Whatever you need to make you look sleek and will streamline your look, that's what you should go for. Another way to make your outfits in the winter look chic and elegant are trainers, especially all white trainers. Mine have a little bit of a gray. They're not very clean right now, excuse that. I had a shoot the other day in the snow. These will look good with any outfit. You don't have to wear heels to look elegant and to look elevated and like expensive. You don't have to wear heels. A good pair of trainers could do just the exact same thing, and especially a good all-white pair is lovely. So consider that also. But also there's a cool factor to it, right? There's a cool factor to white sneakers, especially paired with like more tailored items. It looks very cool, girl, but still elegant, still chic, and still quite expensive looking. Now, I wouldn't do this video any justice if I didn't show an actual pair of winter boots. But winter boots that could still be chic and elegant and classic. I'm not talking about Uggs and all that stuff. So I have a pair here that's like a riding boot, and I'm going to show you guys. I love these, and I especially love this color, and I find that this color looks very rich. The color itself is a very rich tone. It's like a burgundy, oh my god, this leather is so soft. I have owned these for I think 6 years, and 7 years almost, and you couldn't tell. And the genius of a pair of boots like this, and I'm gonna link similar ones below. These ones were from a brand called Sebago, and these are an actual true winter boot. As you can see, they have a lug like rubber sole, which is important for places that get icy. That is almost all we get here in the Midwest. Like you wake up in the morning and there's like ice warnings and sleet warnings, and this has saved my life so many times. They are also made to be waterproof. I did not treat them, they come that way, but I maintain them by polishing them. Take care of your things, you guys. If you're gonna spend the money and care about looking good, you might as well take care of the items you have and take pride in the things you own, whatever the price point. These come in very varying price points. On the inside is like a nice, almost like a wool. If I'm not mistaken, they did line these with a little bit of wool, like a wool blend fabric for warmth, and then they're waterproof. These remind me of Kate Middleton. Very chic, very elegant. It doesn't get more expensive and sleek and chic and classy and bougie than Kate Middleton, right? I mean, come on. I think everybody needs a pair like this, because even when it's cold, you can still manage to look very elevated and put together. These boots I find really elevate looks, and I love this particular pair with a navy pleated skirt. I have worn that look over the years so many times, and I actually just got complimented at church wearing the same look. I love these with skirts. Sweater dresses, I especially love it with a pleated skirt because it's very juxtaposition, and I'm going to show you guys that. Love it. I actually ended up shooting it because of the compliments I got. Another thing I think is essential and you just cannot get away from, and I feel like it always looks so elegant and so classy. And I mean, every time you see these photos of these women who look like they're wealthy and they're rich. Number one, even in the spring and summer, they always have a scarf, but they don't go anywhere without a scarf in the winter. And it just is practical, but also it's such a way to inject style and personality and color and just all kinds of things. I mean, you could go from like a faux fur, like a gilet almost, to like a wool scarf. It could be a blanket scarf. And I want to show you one of my favorite ways to wear a scarf. And along with that, I'm gonna say one of the things that's gonna help you look elevated and elevate your winter style is a belt, especially if you belt your scarf. I love what it does for outfits. It just adds that little something special, something extra. I love it on handbags, I love it on the body, and it can be a little bit bulky and tricky to wear in the winter, and that is where you need like a nice belt. This one is just one from Target, but I love the buckle. I love the double buckle. It's very stylish, and you see what I mean is, even if all you have are classics, you could get a trendy belt and all of a sudden you look like you're up to date and you look very stylish and fashionable. You don't have to go and invest in a whole closet of trendy items. I really do advise against it. Don't do it. Don't get played. But you could, like, this is a very trendy belt. This is a very right now belt. You could do a Gucci belt, a Louis Vuitton belt. You could do, if you're into designer, do that and it will elevate your look instantly. But what you really need is just a good belt, whatever your style and whatever your budget and price point. So a scarf and a belt are must have to elevate your look in the winter and to help you look put together and expensive. And go ahead and follow me on Instagram and check out my reels, because I show you three or four really cool ways to style your bigger scarves. And that's what I think most people have issues with, is styling the bigger blanket size scarves. They look really cozy and beautiful and chic, but a lot of times people wear them casually. So I show you on my reels ways to wear it in a very, very chic, elegant way, and I think you'll love it. I'm gonna put up a picture of one of the ways, so you're gonna have to go follow me on Instagram to check that out. Scarf I love. It's just so warm and so cozy, but I understand the difficulty that most people have with scarves like these. They look very cool and they are very cool, but the problem is, how do you wear them? Follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna change your life when it comes to your scarves, I'm telling you. So we're groomed, we've got ourselves put together, we've got our uniform, we've got our coat, we've got our good footwear, we've got our scarf. Now you get to play around with other accessories. Do hats, and I have two kinds to show you here. This is, I guess, what they call a newsie. I love this hat. I have worn it so much. Mine's from Target. I'm considering looking for a really, really good one to invest in, maybe in different colors. This will forever be in my winter arsenal. Do you guys see how elegant that looks? I mean, let's just do this right now. I'm gonna take my coat. Do you guys see this? Do you see what I'm talking about? How does this not look elevated? How does this not look expensive and classy, and you just look so well put together? And it could be any kind of hat that you love. I am in love with newsboy hats, but you guys see this, how this looks? I could very easily wear the cream coat. I could very easily be wearing black head to toe. And then just while I'm doing this with you guys, I'm gonna add one more item and one more accessory to show you guys, and that will be sunglasses. Now I know we all know about sunglasses in the summer, but sunglasses in the winter are essential for elevating your style and your look. See what I mean, you guys? You have taken a classic, structured, beautiful coat that will take you season after season after season, but you've switched up the accessories and now you look put together and you look elegant and you look chic and expensive, but you also look fashionable and stylish, right? Because we all want to look a little bit fashionable. We all want to look stylish. If you are not into trends or want to dip your toe into trends a little bit, try the classics and then trend it up with something like this. A hat, sunglasses, and you're good to go. If you love this look, just go ahead and drop some fires down below, because I am in love with this. Here's another example of the accessories. This is why hats are almost like a must in the winter. You don't have to own all the styles, but pick the style that suits your head shape or like suits your outfits. Just pick the style that works for you. I'm gonna style this for you guys, so I'm gonna show you right now how it looks, the full outfit, and I hope you love it. So this is just goes to show you. And do you see how a bright or like a colorful coat can still look very expensive and very elegant and very chic, but still give you some personality and some individuality in this whole winter style? This tip I think is one of also the single most important, and this is a fragrance. Now, there is nothing that carries a complex, a sophisticated fragrance like winter. This is my personal favorite. It's no longer available in retail, but you can find it in one of those fragrance website, and I will link that for you. And my particular favorite one and my signature winter fragrance for my coats, and this is exactly how my coats, my winter coats, my winter scarves, and my hats, I kind of spray it on the inside, smell like. It is the number 10, the La Rue de la Fortune. It is my perfect, beautiful winter fragrance. It's quite bold, it's complex more than anything. It is incredibly sophisticated, and sophistication just naturally lends itself to being elegant and being expensive. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to number 10. Thank you for staying if you've been here to the 10th tip. It is the most important, so if anybody has left, they're missing out. One of the single most essential things you will need is a lint roller. You could spend $1,000 on your coat, but if it is full of lint and full of specks and full of just fluff, it could end up looking like a cheap $20 coat, and you don't want that. You want to look elegant, you want to look stylish, put together, you want to look pristine, right? A lint roller goes a long way, especially for your wool-based coats. A lint roller is essential and it's key. Before you put them away, just roll them. Also, I would suggest putting your coats in a garment bag. Mine get put away in a garment bag if I'm not wearing them, and then I'll take it out and put it lint roll it and put it back. A coat that's full of lint could look very cheap very fast. It doesn't matter how much you've spent on it. It's like it doesn't matter how much you spend on an item, even if it's 100% pure, the most expensive silk. If it is wrinkled, it would end up looking like a $20, $10, $5 item of clothing. And enter the steamer. A lint roller and a steamer. I will link both of these. They're available on Amazon. I will link them for you guys down below. But I love the steamer particularly for cashmere, for wool, for blends, for like merino wool, for sweaters. You really do need a steamer and a lint roller for your coats. And also, I love the steamer because it refreshes coats. You don't always get your coats laundered. I mean, I get mine dry cleaned at the end of every season so that they're ready for the next season. But after you've been storing them away for a long time, before you wear it, or at least before I wear it, a good tip is to refresh your coats. And I do that with my coats and my leather jackets, and I do that with a steamer. And it also sometimes like will take away some of the like storage smell. Like, you know how when you store things for a long time you get that smell? A steamer will take that right out. And also, even for a coat that's not creased, it will just streamline it and have it lay down better and have it hang better. Kind of like what happens to it once it like molds to your body. I feel a steamer does the same thing for coat. You're welcome. I will link both of these down below for you. Alright, you guys, that has been it. I can't believe we got through 10 tips. Thank you so much for watching. If you've come to the end, I really appreciate you. If you have enjoyed this content and if you'd like more of the styling content or styling tips and tricks, please do give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, subscribe, and then turn on the notification bell so you get to know when I upload a new video. I will link the items that I can down below. I'll link for you guys like options for coats and scarves and boots, and I really am looking forward to doing a boot collection video and styling video. So if you would like that, double thumbs up. If you can, leave me a comment down below and tell me if you would like to see that video next. I would love to shoot that for you. Thank you for spending your time with me. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you all on the very next video. Bye.